I think it's time for a lot of salespeople to audit the questions that they're asking in their sales meetings. If you're asking questions and you're not getting the right answers, it's not the client's fault for not having the right answers, it's your fault for not having the right questions. And when we ask questions, we need to understand that the answers to those questions are going to tell us every single thing we need to know about how to sell to that specific client or prospect. Right? If we go in there thinking we know all the answers and we know how to add value to that client or prospect, we're usually mistaken. So go in there first and asking questions. And really, in a great sales call, especially early on, you probably should be talking about 20% of the time, and the client or prospect should be talking about 80% of the time. Now, these questions can be about what's important in their business, it can be about their business's goals, it can be about their personal goals, it can be about their personal life, whatever it might be. All of these questions should come back to the core objective of building a connection with that client and really uncovering what's important to that client in the decision-making process. Now, one question that you should have in your bag at all times is the one power question that relates specifically to your product or service. Now, this power question is one that you've asked many times, you have experience with it, but you know the answer to this question, or the lack of answer to this question, will point directly for the need and value of your specific product. For example, working in advertising for a long time in advertising sales, one of the power questions we used to ask, once we identified the core target and key target of that specific individual and their company, we asked the question, if I was to speak to this core target right now, if I was to go out on the street and find this individual who's in your key demographic right now, and I asked them what they thought about your specific brand, what would they say? We knew that no clients had the answer to that question, but we knew that that question sparked curiosity and showed the need for our advertising products and services, right? Because most of the time the client would say, oh, I have no idea what they would say. And they start thinking, and we can see the wheels turning in their mind. And we can say, listen, I don't know what they would say, that's what I'm asking you. Do you have market research, or what are your thoughts on what the key target would think about your brand? Most of them didn't have an answer, and when the next thing we would say to them is, all right, what do you want them to think about your brand? How do you want them to see your products or services? And they would explain, well, we want them to think that we're innovative, we want them to think that we're cutting edge, that we're bringing value to our customer, all these sort of things. All right, well, we can do that. That's right in our core capabilities, right? Building an advertising program that helps to share that message. So again, first you use a power question to identify what their need is, but not by asking them what their objectives are, but more asking them, do they know where they currently stand with their objectives? And if they don't know, then you offer a solution right then and there. So again, that's an example of a power question that garnered us millions of dollars worth of business in the advertising space, but every space is going to be a little bit different. So the question I have is, what is your power question? What is the question that absolutely, without a doubt, shows the need and value of your product to that client and ensures also that you're genuinely interested in making their lives better and adding value to their business?